what's up, YouTube? I'm Quentin Congress, aka QC. Welcome to another edition of Talking and Grubbing, where I provide sports commentary while I eat some good food. Speaking of good food, I'm about to eat some of this peach cobbler here. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, that's good. Shout out to Dave's Supermarket for making the peach cobbler. Okay, Stephen A. Smith, the co-host of First Take, Tuesday morning did a commentary on LeBron James as his final take on First Take as the show was wrapping up. He said, this was in response to LeBron, not checking into the hotel with the team at Trump Tower along with some of his other teammates because he didn't support Trump during his presidential campaign. He publicly endorsed Hillary Clinton. He couldn't, support. He felt like, staying in the hotel is like supporting Trump, his rhetoric, and also making him richer than what he already is. He feels like that LeBron should use his star power and platform to encourage more African Americans to start to vote because a lot of African Americans who voted for President Obama in droves stayed home this election because a lot of them, felt jaded and apathetic by President Obama. Some felt like voting doesn't do any good, or some just didn't really feel Trump or Hillary. But here's the thing, Stephen A., do you ask any other athletes to use their platform to get other people to vote? Do you do that to Tom Brady? Do you do that to Jake Arrieta, who's one of the pitchers of the World Series champion Chicago Cubs? Boo. Do you do that with Jay Cutler, or do you do that with any of the Peyton Manning or Eli Manning? No. LeBron has used his platform and star power to do many things. I mean, he's donated to, his alma mater. Also, he had started a scholarship program where, where kids can go to the University of Akron. Also, he started something for their parents, if they want to go back and get their GED. But my problem with Stephen A. Smith, and has always been this, is he really goes hard at the African American athletes, but I never see him call out any of the white athletes. Like, prime example, Josh Brown, the ex-kicker of the New York Giants. Not only this man abused his ex-wife, he wrote down all the sick shit he did to her while he was abusing her. He wrote one thing that I had to make her more human than me. But when Ray Rice, got into his incident with his wife, it was talked about for, 3 days, almost a day, no, over a 2-week period. Same with Adrian Peterson when he got suspended by the NFL for disciplining his 4-year-old son last year. That was talked about for almost a week. But I never, ever hear Stephen A. really go hard at white athletes. I mean, for Riley Cooper, who's no longer with the Philadelphia Eagles, he was up on stage at a country concert. I beat every N-word down in here, but then he tried to flip it back on black people, saying, well, it's black people's fault, because we use that word with each other. But which I agree, I don't like being called that word by my own people. I have to check some of my own people about that, and I don't like hearing other black people say it to other black people. But to not call him out on it, which 9 times out of 10 he has to know better. It is wrong. Also, I didn't really see him check Richie Incognito when he called Jonathan Martin the N-word, just because Jonathan Martin, didn't want to be bullied anymore by him. And also the Black Dolphins players, should have checked him, but they didn't. They just were just like cowards and just went along with calling him an honorary brother. So, anyway, it's not up to athletes to make people vote. It's up to the people themselves to get out and vote. I can tell anybody that, tell that voting is important and all that, but at the end of the day, it's their decision. He also went in on Colin Kaepernick saying that his protests were all for nonsense. He didn't vote. But we all say everybody has the right to vote. Here's the key word on that. Right. Right means choice. You can choose to vote or not to vote. I mean, I wish more people would have voted in this election, but I also respect their decision not to vote. That's what people fought and died for. commentary. Like and comment on the video. Do you agree with Stephen A. Smith, or do you roll with LeBron, or not staying at Trump Towers and not, get involved in politics? Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter at Talking Grub. That's TalkingGrubb. And like us on Facebook at Talking and Grubbing. Till next time, y'all have a good one. Peace.